Works out Fitzgerald. Now, first time delivery. Here it comes. Tim Cahill, the opening goal for the third game in a row for the Socceroos legend. Let's check on the team news heading into this one. And 3 nights after that 4-1 loss to the Victory in Melbourne, Paul Ocon makes 4 changes. In comes Ashcroft in defence, Berry in midfield, and Bahaja and Apia on the wings. It's Apia's first A-League start since last New Year's Eve when he was here with Wellington. Just 1 change to the City lineup, with Manny Muscat denied a New Year's Eve reunion with Roy O'Donovan as former Mariner Nick Fitzgerald steps into the 11. It means Neil Kilkenny will float between defence and midfield. Mikael Tavares passed the fitness test today and could make his first appearance since round 8, while teenagers John Rowe and Arzani are once again on the City bench. 2 coaches going head-to-head for the first time. And 20 years ago, they just missed out on coming face-to-face in Serie A. Paul Ocon made his move to Lazio just weeks after John Van Schip played the last game of his career for Genoa. And a happy birthday for yesterday to the Dutchman, who turned 53. As Tim Cahill backing up after scoring the opening goal in that 3-3 thriller the other night. He scored the opening goal in the last 2 games, and here he is in Gosford on New Year's Eve, ready to start another game, the Socceroos legend. And it is Melbourne City who get things rolling. And what a year it has been in the A-League. 456 goals. An average of 3.4 goals a game, and the prospect of more tonight, Daniel McBreen.
Yeah, definitely. Like we talked earlier about the attacking prowess for Melbourne City. You talked about the defensive woes from Central Coast Mariners as well. But like I said, I think they'll be looking to use the youthful exuberance and the pace of Bahaja and Apia and try and look to counter and get some goals themselves.
Kilkenny starting alongside Ruon Tongyik. There's one for Tim Cahill to chase, and Izzo is a little tardy getting out there. Could easily have been another opening goal for Tim Cahill.
It was a great run from Tim Cahill, just a little dink ball from Bratton.
And now Fitzgerald, and Izzo gets down well. A little deflection on that shot too.
Yeah, Izzo's done well there. He's come out and snuffed out the first chance and got down well to his left for the second. But you see Cahill makes a great run in. Izzo's just done enough to get out and snuff out that chance. But there's too much space there between the centre half and the fullback.
Nice ball in. Cahill left it intelligently, and Fitzgerald's shot was goal bound, and Galloway got in the road. The former Mariner very close to opening the scoring there. Izzo would have done well to keep that out had it got past Galloway.
Yeah, definitely. Again, we see Cahill making a great run. Sure, you could hear the call. He left it for Fitzgerald.
He's asking Collazo to get this one up in the air. He holds off a defender for Bratton to strike, and Tongyik couldn't get over the top of the header. Good link up here, and Powell, his shot goes out for the corner. Blake Powell, who's playing in that number 10 role, if you like. Trying to create. Nice little combination on the edge of the box there.
Yeah, nice combination, but probably not his most favoured position either. So he's doing a good job for a position that he's probably not favoured.
Montgomery's corner. Donovan with the near post run. Chance at the back post. And it was that man again, Blake Powell. Really acute angle to try and beat Bozanis from. And he couldn't direct the shot on target.
He looked in 2 minds. There's actually two Mariners players there. I think he thought he was going to head it at first and then change his mind at the last minute.
Bahaja hasn't been able to get into the game after scoring his first A-League goal against the Victory, a consolation one. He's able to chase this one, the pacey winger. Get away from Collazo. Good cutback, an important intervention from Tongyik. Otherwise, there would have been a tap-in at the back post for the Mariners. O'Donovan was waiting.
And that's what we talked about before the game. The pace of Bahaja and Apia getting balls in behind, especially into the wide areas, and using that pace to get in behind. It's a great ball across as well.
Drifting out to the left this time, linking up with Caceres. Blake Powell didn't quite win it cleanly. Got a bit of the ball and a bit of the man. Kenny gets it rolling again. Fitzgerald hangs it up, and Izzo says, "That's mine." Bahaja, intelligent. Put it out in front of O'Donovan. Rolls reversed here. Bahaja peels off to the back post. O'Donovan looks for him. Now he brings it down for Blake Powell. Couldn't quite get the shooting angle. But really impressive stuff from the Mariners again.
Yeah, great stuff. You said intelligent at the start there from Bahaja, just to flick it over the corner, and great run forward. And you see Bahaja just drifts off to the back stick here, and it's played up. This is a great header. Knocks it straight down. He could have just got a little strike off there. He's tried to have a touch. It's always difficult once it bounces.
Now it finds the feet of Powell on the turn. He's getting involved in the box, Blake Powell.
Mariners with possession as they usually do. Just trying to find that punch going forward.
There's some confidence from Mickey Neal. Just to push it past Kamau and go around the other side. Helped on by Powell. Oh, Bazanis hesitated and gets there in the end just. That could have been going all wrong for the goalkeeper there. It's a better ball into the middle. Bahaja's taken off here. Powell trying to squeeze it through. No nonsense defending from Tongic. He stopped the speedster in his tracks. And now Fitzgerald, after Bratton dropped it over the top. Kenny around the corner, Fornaroli holding off his man. Bruno Fornaroli was just shaping for the trademark finish, and Galloway got there in time.
Yeah, that's classic Bruno Fornaroli there. Pins his defender, using that low centre of gravity and the strength that he has. It's impressive if you get a good result.
They're working up to it here. O'Donovan's offside though. The man who leads the league in offsides picks up a costly one there. Bit more stretch, plenty of distance between the lines here, perhaps for Melbourne City to try and exploit. Bratton's eyes will be lighting up. Franjic, reverse ball, picks out Fitzgerald. Now Kamau, first time delivery, here he comes! Tim Cahill! The opening goal for the third game in a row for the Socceroos legend. And that was beautiful build-up from Melbourne City. Cahill times his run into the box, and he's going to bury headers from there.
Definitely, we've spoke about it, and I think everybody in Australian football spoke about it. You can't give him time and space in the box. Good work from Fitzgerald. He hold it up, gets it to come out. Early ball in, and that's a great ball. That's inviting Cahill just to go in and put it in the net. And he does what he does. Straight down, knocks it down into the ground, makes it hard for the keeper. It's 1-0 to Melbourne City. Trying to do what he normally does. Great work again from the ball boy. That's the play of the day for me.
Nice little 1-2 between Bratton and Kamau, who picks out Fornaroli. Now he's teeing up Tim Cahill, looking for a brace before half-time. Couldn't direct that left foot shot on target. Entered 1 minute of stoppage time. Collazo's come across from left back to perhaps take on the strike. Have Cahill and Tongic waiting for the delivery. Tees up Bratton instead, who fires it in low, and Izzo was late to go. And there was a little deflection too. It's a corner. Just a little touch here off Montgomery. It could easily have helped it squeeze into that bottom corner. And Cahill being shielded by Caceres. Now he makes his move. Almost produced the spectacular. There won't be time for Melbourne City to get it into the box again. But there was time for Tim Cahill to make his mark on that first half. The opening goal, yet again, for the Socceroos striker, picked out by Bruce Kamau. able to head past Izzo unmarked. At half-time, it's Melbourne City 1, Central Coast 0. No changes for either side at the break. Mariners were forced to make an early one tonight. Jack Fati off, Mickey Neal on. And now the Mariners chasing the game in the second half on New Year's Eve, looking to give this huge crowd on the Central Coast real value for money tonight before sending them off to the fireworks in a happy mood. Daniel, can they get it done here in the second half and fight back?
Well, they've created a few chances in the first half. If they keep going with that mentality and they get that ball forward quickly, then I can't see why they can't get more chances in this second half. So hopefully they can give something for this crowd to cheer about.
Hospital ball. And it's going to come back for the foul by Cahill, who apologises to Montgomery. Will that be enough to avoid the yellow card? It appears so. Now Neal. Nice little move on Cahill. Oh, and it nearly deflected into the top corner. It's out for a corner off Bratton. Montgomery's corner. Little flick on. Melbourne City had enough bodies there to get in the road. Galloway. Not sure he was looking for Berry, but it's worked out nicely. Here's O'Donovan. And Bazanis made himself big. Good one-on-one save from the City keeper.
Yeah, Bazanis has done great there. It was a great little ball. As O'Donovan turned to check where the ball was, Bazanis came out quick as a flash to close down the space and the angle.
Corner hung up towards the penalty spot. It was a free header too for Blake Powell. He's had his chances tonight. Clever from Bratton. Just hooked it around the corner for Fornaroli. And the assistant has spotted that. That's surely a booking for Berry, who was holding Kamau back from preventing him from getting into the play. Colazo. He's got a wonderful left boot on him. Teases one in. And Tongic just let it run in the end, hoping a teammate was going to get on the end of it. Well worked. Little 1-2. Bratton and Kamau tries to tee up Fornaroli in the middle. And there's neither here nor there.
You see here, the defenders are stuck in the middle thinking about Fornaroli. If he just keeps going with his pace, he can get a shot on goal. I know I would.
Lazo whips it in. Out come the Mariners. They get a counter-attack going with all those speedsters they can. Ferreira able to ride the challenge. And now he finds Bahaja. Takes on the strike and it's in! Trent Bahaja! 2 in 2 for the youngster. And the Mariners fans are back in party mode on New Year's Eve.
Just what the faithful here wanted to see. And exactly what we talked about. The 4 guys up front with their pace for the Mariners. Get the ball to Ferreira and he does wonderfully well. Rides a challenge there and now he runs straight through the middle. Bahaja holds his run. Great play. Keeps his line onside. Swings that left foot. And beaten at the front stick. Although I don't think Bazanis could do anything about that. In off the crossbar. And that's a wonderful goal. 2 in 2, as you say, for Trent Bahaja.
Yeah, he had to wait 17 appearances for his first A-League goal, and then 2 come along at once, and he'll remember this one a whole lot longer. Where's a winner going to come from if it's going to go Melbourne City's way? They just don't look too likely at the moment.
No, it doesn't at all. They haven't looked too positive in getting forward. They seemed to be comfortable in leaving the score at 1-0 and haven't really shown too much going forward. So have to flick that switch, and this is the guy come out. If anyone's going to, it'll be him.
He plays in Genro, and that's an important block to get it out for the corner because there were Melbourne City players queuing up at the back post. Headed clear, and now it's Izzo telling his teammates to push out. Bratton. See what he was trying to do, but he was nowhere near it. And he probably should have done better there.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him in the second half. Maybe he's a little bit rusty. He didn't seem to be getting on the ball as much as he was in the first half.
Nice ball there from Berry. Payne plays him in. Here's a goal. O'Donovan! The Mariners have turned it all around in the second half. And they may well shock Melbourne City tonight and finish 2016 with a real bang.
Wow, 11,100 people here up on their feet, screaming and shouting. And so they should be. I don't think anybody tipped the Mariners to win tonight, and that there was sensational stuff. Great play, a nice early ball into the wide area. Bahaja just rolls it in from a great run. And there it is, Roy O'Donovan on the spot. Tap it in. Good work from Payne. Bahaja, brilliant play. And Roy on the spot to put it in. 2-1 to Mariners.
What a night for the 18-year-old Trent Bahaja. A goal, the equaliser, and now the assist for Roy O'Donovan. Counter-attack on again. Fabio Ferreira manages to maintain his balance in the end. Fabio Ferreira, tap in! Here he comes again, Bahaja, not quite in time. Well, O'Donovan should really have buried the initial tap in. And Bazanis able to keep his team alive.
Yeah, he should have really finished that off there, Roy. A bit of a speculative one from Ferreira all the way out. Bazanis, you can't hold that, should be putting it wide.
It is party time on the Central Coast. Didn't think we'd be saying that 45 minutes ago. O'Donovan again with the near post run. And this time it's last touch off him, according to the officials. And now Franjic, can he work an angle for a cross? Brings it up deep. Barzani should be able to keep it in. Turn Galloway intelligently. Good strength on the ball. And Galloway gives away a penalty. It's a terrible challenge, and it sucks the life out of the party atmosphere here.
And there it is, the concentration. He shouldn't dive in there, he should stay on his feet. Arzani did well, got his body between the player. Just put the ball there, and he just has to stay on his feet, try and guide him across. Can't be diving in.
So the mind games for the Uruguayan. Fornaroli goes the other way and beats his own. It was pretty central, really, in the end. And it's back to 2-2. Heartbreak for the Mariners.
Yeah, nice penalty. Nice pace. Straight down the middle. Keeper is always going to move. 2-2, as you say. And that's just a sucker punch that the Mariners...
And they're clocked off here. Rolled into Arzani. Risky challenge from Fabio Ferreira that time. And Izzo cuts it out. Again, there were men over at the back post. Here they go again. Bahaja sets off. Does Ferreira release him? He has to check his run twice. Got back onside though. Great return ball. And Ferreira couldn't quite get there. Well, Bahaja can't do much more tonight.
No, he's been wonderful tonight. Forward runs, checked his run as you said, and the return pass was quality.
Arzani just drifting into space, showing his intelligence. Here he goes, the young man. Arzani! Oh, he goes with the outside of the boot when he could have rolled it across the face for a tap-in and the winner. But he tried the extravagance, such as the confidence of the teenager. Gets a shout from Franjic, delivers. Great-looking cross, pinballing around. Now for the ultimate grandstand finish, and it's high and wide from Denny Genre. Scott Galloway cut down Arzani. Melbourne City got their equaliser. Bruno Fornaroli from the penalty spot. And another fantastic game to round out the calendar year of 2016. Melbourne City in front thanks to Tim Cahill. And the Mariners were in front thanks to Roy O'Donovan, and an inspired display from Montgomery and Bahaja. But in the end, it's an equaliser from the spot that sees both teams leave with a point tonight. Full time at the Central Coast Stadium. The Mariners 2, Melbourne City 2.